Hello and welcome to Reefront Aquatics. This episode here, we're going to be going over a semi-aquatic turtle tank and its setup and what it takes to be successful. Actually putting this video together for a friend who recently acquired 3 Cumberland red-eared sliders, and we're going to go over the basics, and I'm going to break this video down into the must-haves, and then we'll get into the aesthetics and form and function, and then other regular diets. So first off, what we have here is a 20-gallon long. Okay, you could purchase these at $1 per gallon at your local big box pet store. Again, for $20, 20 gallons. Pretty cheap, pretty simple stuff, and worth the investment for the time being. Probably the first and most important aspect of equipment is the basking lamp. Okay, very, very important to have proper, and I'd say proper, basking lamp. I am using a mercury vapor 80 watt bulb. This mercury vapor bulb emits UVB and UVA radiation. The UVB and the UVA is very important for the turtles to actually metabolize vitamin D and other minerals so that their body can use it. Without it, they will suffer. I can tell you at least that much. If you've ever seen a turtle with a deformed shell or a horrible overbite, that was a turtle that was improperly taken care of when it was younger, and its body started to utilize its own vitamin D to make up the vitamin D that was necessary at that time. So they will self-absorb their own skeletal and shell, which is just no good. Next is filtration. I love these Zillas. This is a Zilla that's rated for a 40-gallon aquarium. Now, we have got a 20 that's half full, and trust me when I tell you, when it comes to turtle tanks, you want more filtration than what you're supposed to have. So never buy a filter for a turtle tank that's rated for that size aquarium. Always purchase double, triple than what you need. Turtles emit a lot of waste, and it is definitely worth the investment. The other thing I like that's nice about these Zillas right here is I can actually enclose the heater inside that filter, so the turtles never actually come in contact with the actual heater itself. And you can keep your water temperature somewhere between 75 and 72 degrees. I like 72. That's my preference and what I've seen in the wild, and it seems to be working, so that's where I keep that. That is the basics of what it is that you need to properly keep a semi-aquatic turtle healthy and alive. So now let's go ahead to form and function. What we have here for a substrate is regular white pool sand. Okay, I like using pool sand because pool sand actually has a softer grain. It's not as sharp or as coarse as, say, play sand is. So this stuff is very smooth and very soft. If the turtles end up trying to ingest it for whatever reason, this stuff will not impact their gut and it will pass easily. Never use stones that are just big enough to fit in their mouth, because they will ingest them and it will back them up and they will die. So always keep either sand or stones too big to actually fit in their mouth. I'm using sand here for 2 reasons. One is bacteria. This sand is going to harbor the bacteria that's going to process the turtle's waste into less harmless elements. Okay? And then secondly, he's not out, but you can see a piece of the shell right there. The soft shell turtle loves this substrate. So that's just another caveat that I enjoy, and I'm pretty sure he enjoys as well. Form and function, plants. Not absolutely necessary, but the plants serve two purposes. One, if the turtles want leafy greens, they have them. They're there, they're available. However, I'm keeping them because this is going to absorb a lot of the nutrients in the water and help and keep the quality of water in my aquarium for the turtles. That's the other important aspect about keeping semi-aquatic turtles, is to keep the water quality up. There's also other issues that they can suffer from due to poor water quality. So the plants definitely help me as a hobbyist keep the best of water qualities. You see our red-eared slider Tiny and our map turtle Sid over there. Now, as far as the decor, the stones, the wood, leaf litter, all of that stuff has been collected from the wild, but it has also been cleaned and sanitized. We don't want to bring anything from the outside into our closed ecosystem that could harm our turtles or our setup. So just to mitigate some of those factors, if you do go collecting stones and sticks and leaves and stuff like that from the wild, make sure you do a really, really good job at cleaning it, because we don't want to bring anything from out there in here that will end up harming our environment. So now let's go ahead and get on to food for your hatchlings. Hatchlings really should have some sort of hatchling formula diet. This food right here from ZoomEd, my guys don't really seem to like it a whole lot. I know they're eating a little bit of it, but they're not eating a whole lot of it. This right here, the Tetrariptomin, is the baby turtle formula floating sticks. I've kept turtles almost all my life off and on, and this has always been a go-to as far as a staple food. And I definitely know that they got the vitamins and stuff like that that they need. Flugel's Bug Bite, the turtle formula, they kill this. They tear this stuff up. So just to keep your turtle eating, if they're having problems, mine's kill this horribly. They just tear it all up. I also have feeder guppies in here, some cherry shrimp, and some ram's horn snails. Now, most of these items may be too big for them to consume, but their offspring will not be. So they will also have that other option to hunt for their food as well. I know a lot of people may think that it's cool to actually allow them to eat live foods, but the fact is that these are very primitive animals. They are ambush hunters at best, but they are still hunters. They're still inquisitive, and we need to enrich their environment so that they stay healthy both physically and mentally. So even though I don't like seeing nature at work and at hand, personally I feel as if it's necessary in order to keep the turtles nice and healthy. Here we go, we got the two over here. So that's about it. That concludes this video. If you have any questions, reach out to me at reefrodaquatics.com. Email me. I'd be more than happy to answer anybody's questions. But I hope this has helped somebody out there. And as always, be good.